And we're live.
Brother.
Happy Monday, brother. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? We here, man.
We here. Another Monday, man. Another day, another dollar.
In the
January.
building.
After January's almost over.
I know. And do you know that we got our first, was it? Yeah, our first bout of snow for 2023. I just shoveled. That's why I got my coat on. Still trying to warm up my body.
Yeah.
How's the snow looking down there?
I don't miss it. Not
Right.
it's looking. Yeah, I don't miss it at all. It's
Right.
looking
It's not
fine.
looking like anything over there, right?
Not at all.
Yeah.
That's the part. That's the thing I don't miss. It's cold. Like it's cold out here. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But it's not. There's no snow. It's about 40 degrees right now. What is it? Where is it? Where you at right now?
Oh, the degrees? Tell you what my phone
here in
says.
Lawrenceville.
My phone says 33 degrees.
See? Okay. All right.
So yeah, I came home today to a mixture of rain and snow. A slushy, slippery mixture.
Yep.
So
don't miss
I had
it at all.
to make sure that the sidewalks were nice and walkable so that nobody slips on them and sues me.
Yeah.
You know, one of those things I got to think about now.
Yeah, joys of home ownership. You don't want to get sued. No, you don't want to do that.
Right. And then I put the salt down, walk the dog. You know, living
What
in
dog?
We got a dog.
When?
We've been had a dog.
What kind of
We
dog?
got a little don't kill me. I don't know what kind of dog it is. It's a little dog though. But yeah, man.
Is it like this, doggy? This is Max.
Max. What up, Max?
Say hi.
No, you're not gonna outdo me. Hold on.
Say hi to the people. Yeah, I know. You like hugs. You like huggies. Yes, I know. Let's see what he's got.
I don't know what kind of dog.
Oh, you got okay.
What kind of dog is this?
It's like a Yorkie or something. It's like a Yorkie or something, right? Look at his nuts.
I don't know. He's not used to being in front of.
Look at him. He's all crazy. See, Max is an old dog. Look at him. He's at least 12. He's about what year was he born? He's about 11. He just chills out. He sleeps half the day.
Oh.
He looks tired now. Look at him.
Okay.
What are you doing?
He look nice and calm, like he's just used to doing this. Casey's like, hold on, I'm not used to being out and running around and yeah. Anaya.
Trying to lick your face off.
Yeah, I don't play that. Who's this? It's Casey. Yeah.
Baby.
Get Casey out of here.
You need to doggy.
All right.
So I was watching. I told you to look up this Ed Reed thing. I don't know if you had an opportunity.
Yeah. So I text you.
Yeah.
Because supposedly he said he's not working there because the place was dirty. They didn't have his office ready.
Right.
And he was not messing with that place. That's why
he wasn't messing with. So it was a big deal. See, people. I think it's funny because when it comes to like our HBCUs. People that listen, I didn't go to HBCU. You didn't go to HBCU. But I think as a African American, I think you want to make sure that your stuff for African Americans isn't like low budget. You want to make sure that it's not getting kind of dragged, like torn down, right?
Right.
Even Deion Sanders' daughter got herself in trouble. I don't know if you saw this. So Deion Sanders' daughter.
He's at Jackson State, right?
That's at Jackson State. Now, she was never a student at Jackson State.
I thought she played ball over there.
Nah, so it's a long story, but like he got a daughter, Deandra.
Right.
She's older. I don't think she's not a.
No, just put him back in. Put him back in. I don't. That's enough.
Deandra has said that there was like shootings and stuff on the campus of Jackson State, like every other month. She said she made a comment like that, got dragged all over Twitter. Apparently, there was one death. There was one. But people got really upset about her saying that why Deion Sanders, who got a lot of heat from a lot of people for going to Colorado, which I had no problem with. But she had made, I guess, the kind of comment that it was shootings or it was violent or something like that. And then she ended up like, putting out an apology video saying, okay, maybe it wasn't people getting killed every other month. So much so that even Dion had to come out with a comment and say, like, look, he's not about people slandering his children. So that's Jackson.
Right.
And Reed comes out and makes this video saying that his office was trashy, right? The field wasn't right. It wasn't like nothing was right. And so but because he did that, he ended up not getting a job at Bethune Cookman, which I don't have a problem with because, like, look, if you at your job and you trash your job like live, and you have a big platform like you're a fan first, and you trash a place that you want to work at, I would probably get my feelings too, like, well, dog, just don't work here. So he didn't get a chance to like to work there, but the students right now at Bethune Cookman are protesting, saying that he was right, that the conditions at the school aren't right, like, you know, like they're actually protesting for him. So it's tough, man, that the HBCUs, that they don't have like the funding like a lot of the PWIs have. They do though have, you know, student tuition. There's money going into there. I mean, the students are asking for basic things. I don't know, like I said, you didn't get a chance to see it. I know Dion got a lot of smoke too, but like it seems like Ed Reed was right because the students are out there kind of protesting for him.
Yeah, so well, first and foremost, shout out to my boy Rivera showing support, you know what I'm saying, watching us live. I saw the news thing with all of the kids protesting.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, dang, like another stain on these HBCUs. Because Ed Reed was ready to go. What is he, a Hall of Famer, former NFL player?
Yeah.
You know, ready to go. And they didn't treat him right. They didn't roll out the red carpet like these Division I schools do for their coaches. And it's just like, oh, you know, somebody else is coming in. Let's just give him the office in the back. Get those mops and those buckets out there before he makes it to campus. And
damn sure gave him the office in the back.
Right, and I'm sure he felt disrespected. And I mean, you can't blame him. So I heard he apologized for his comments, and so now they're saying, please restart the negotiations with Ed Reed. I don't think that's going to happen, but I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either, but it's interesting. You know, it's been quite a conversation. You know, I think when you talk about resources and support, you know, a lot of these colleges don't have. So let me ask you. So a lot of these colleges don't have alumni support too. Now, you and I went to the same college. Have you ever sent money back to the college, like $100, $50, something like that? Did they ever hit you up? Yeah, yeah. A lot of these colleges need alumni give back, right? A lot of times that they get money that way too, along with obviously tuition. But you know, obviously alumni giving isn't kind of where it maybe needs to be, you know, at some of these schools as well. So it's like a lot of people go on Twitter, a lot of people complain about kind of maybe Deion Sanders, or they complain about Ed Reed. Like, people are really mad at Deion Sanders for leaving. But yeah, I'm curious if they were maybe also giving to those schools and give to their college before you kind of comment on maybe why somebody would look for a better opportunity. If you want that place to be the best opportunity, like, are you giving? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not, you're just kind of just like hating on a man for maybe taking a better opportunity.
Yeah. Wait, give me a second, John. Hold on.
Yep.
Because this is ridiculous. It was that hard to put the dog back in the, like, what? Come on, y'all. All right, don't come back in here, y'all. Don't come back in here. Are too noisy.
All right, so as Dwayne deals with his family.
Gosh, man.
Is anybody here watching the NFL playoffs? I know Dwayne wasn't.
What?
Watching the NFL playoffs.
Yeah, all I saw was the pictures of Cowboys fans looking dejected.
Cowboys fans looking dejected, which is always great. My neighbor's Sam down the street's a huge Cowboy fan.
Oh man, is he still? Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, I texted him earlier, checking in on him.
Got to make sure they're okay, man.
My team
some of these fans
are
crazy.
What's that?
I'm saying some of these fans are crazy, die hard, so you got to check in on them after they get so close.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you invest. Like I can tell you as a fan, like as a Raider family, you invest like 16, 18 weeks, and you read all the articles and you watch all the games, but then you watch all the interviews on YouTube, and then you kind of follow the team, read all the articles. Went to a couple games. We went to New Orleans to see the Raiders get shut out. It's funny, I talk about the Raiders, but when you talk about this and the NFL playoffs, just for the sports heads really quick, because I know Dwayne's not really up on his quarterbacks, but if you're an AFC fan right now, like if you a Steeler fan, if you a Patriots fan, if you what other team, Broncos, what are the big AFC teams, Ravens, even though they have a quarterback, but like if you don't got one of these superstar quarterbacks, if you don't have Patrick Mahomes, if you don't have Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, this new kid, like if you don't have one of these superstar up-and-coming quarterbacks, I mean, if you're a Tennessee Titan fan, you're screwed. Like I'm a Raider fan. The Raiders are screwed. The AFC is just so freaking loaded. Like you got to get yourself one of these superstar quarterbacks, or you're just not going to be able to contend. The Patriots haven't been able to contend once they lost their superstar quarterback, and it's hard to find them. The Jets, Dolphins, all that stuff, man. There's some superstar young talent in the AFC for the NFL. You're going to see a lot of those quarterbacks kind of take over the league here for the next 5-10 years.
So the NFL don't. I mean, you know more about the NFL than me, but I know in the NBA, they say that defense wins championships, and the quarterback.
Nobody's playing defense in the NBA right now. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that's a saying that they throw around in the NBA. So in the NFL, what I'm saying? You're saying to win, you need one of these superstar quarterbacks.
You need one of these superstar.
Ain't nobody playing defense over there?
No, they're playing defense. If you've got a shit quarterback, you look terrible. And like if you're the Giants, you got freaking destroyed by the Philadelphia Eagles this past weekend because you got a crap quarterback and the defense is great. So there is defenses, but the one thing that defenses can't account for is just an amazing quarterback. And so think about your NBA. Think about like your great superstar point guards right now that just can't be stopped. That can contribute, like a Ja Morant or something like. You probably need one of those guys now. Like you just need a superstar. In the NBA and the NFL, it's always been quarterback. In the NBA, you can have it used to be if you had a superstar big man, like NBA in the 2000s, if you had an Akeem or a Shaq in his prime, you were pretty much, if you didn't have those players, you were pretty much screwed. Today's NBA, I don't know if it's a singular person, but like if you can shoot threes, I mean, that's pretty much the NBA now. It's hard to really qualify the two together, but like right now in the NFL, it's quarterback. Like you need a superstar quarterback or you're dead. You're absolutely dead. Speaking of NFL and the NBA coming together,
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Respond to this comment real quick.
Yeah. 49ers are exception, Isaiah, and I appreciate the comment. But like, so first of all, one thing, I'm talking more AFC. The 49ers in the NFC. But to Isaiah's point, the 49ers are an exception. They have a rookie right now, like last round. They've got a tremendous coach who's an amazing play caller who can pretty much see the game and just kind of like draw it up in a way that it's going to come out the way he draws it up. Plus, he's got an amazing defense. So, in the NFC, you're fine. But I'm talking about Isaiah. I'm talking about all these AFC teams right now that are pretty much screwed, man. And I say this as a Raider fan who are in the AFC. And I think about the big ticket AFC teams, the Steelers, the Patriots, the Jets, right? Like those teams, the Jets have always been screwed. But like the AFC is just so loaded with these superstar quarterbacks right now. It's a wasteland if you don't have one.
So what's the difference? You say they're needed in the AFC and the NFC not so much. What's the difference between the conferences? I know as far as like if I'm talking about the East Coast and the West Coast and the
correct,
NBA,
yeah.
I know I'm always related to the NBA. It always makes sense to me. But the West was known for its high octane offenses.
Yeah.
The East was known for its physical play, gritty. I'm saying defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, what's the difference? Why does the AFC need the superstar quarterbacks in
It's
the
just
NFC?
I think it's just a way. Think of it. It's more like baseball. It's more like baseball than it is basketball. So basketball split up by geography. So in the finals, you're always going to have East Coast versus West Coast, right? But like in the NFL, you can have a team like the Giants play like a team like the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and they're both sort of like on that East Coast, but they're in different conferences. So
Right.
it's just the way they split up the 32 teams. They took 16 like with geography. So you have for example, you have an NFC West and you have an AFC West, all West Coast teams, but two different conferences. That's just how they split it up. So you could have an AFC West versus an NFC West Super Bowl, which could be two LA teams, and they could potentially play in the Super Bowl. It's just because they're in two different like conferences. It's not like the NBA. It's the NBA. I think is pretty unique. Baseball even doesn't. Baseball has an AL NL. So like the Yankees and the Mets can play in the World Series, even though they're both New York, because one is in the National League and one is in the American League. It's not geography based. I think the NBA is probably and hockey, I believe, also does this whole Central, East Coast, West Coast. I think they also kind of do it that way, as far as the geography piece. Speaking, so
to answer my question,
what's that?
I said to answer my question. I understand, like, all right, NBA's split up by geography, but what makes the AFC need these superstar quarterbacks, and then a team like the 49ers?
So to answer your question, okay, so you're right. So the reason why I say the AFC specifically, Dwayne, because when you look at the teams in the AFC, majority of those teams have young, really good quarterbacks. So the Kansas City Chiefs have a young, good quarterback there in the AFC West. The LA Chargers have Justin Herbert, great quarterback, young quarterback.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens in the AFC, they've got Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow for the Cincinnati Bengals. Hell, the Cleveland Browns have Deshaun Watson, even though he was terrible this year from suspension, but he's a good young quarterback. I think he's going to be great next year. That's also in the AFC. So now I'm listing off like by 5 or 6 teams out of 16 already. Great quarterback. So what do the other teams have to do to keep up? They have no choice, right? So we talked about Pat Mahomes. We talked about Herbert. We talked about Joe Burrow. We talked about Josh Allen up in Buffalo, even though he just lost yesterday. He's a big, strong kid, great quarterback. So that's kind of when I said that specifically, because the AFC just seems to have a lot of these really good quarterbacks concentrated in the AFC. Now, as it relates to the NFC and to the great comment we had, like for the NFC Championship game, we've got Jalen Hurts versus Brock Purdy. So the Eagles has Jalen Hurts. He's an up and coming quarterback. He's not a superstar yet. He was in the running this year to be the potential MVP, but like he's only playing 2 years. You got to have a little bit more of a track record to say that you're like that superstar ascending player. And Brock Purdy's a rookie, right? So there weren't really the same sort of gauntlet of quarterbacks you had to get through to get to where they are to be the final 2 teams in the NFC, right? So if you follow football, like this week, there's only 4 teams left that play each other, and those 2 winners then go to the Super Bowl. But the 2 AFC quarterbacks are just absolute superstars. And so whoever wins the AFC game that goes to Super Bowl, you would imagine that they're going to be favored only because even if they play the Eagles, which is a great team, but they're going to automatically go in. That AFC team is automatically going to go in with the better quarterback. They're automatically just going to walk in with the better quarterback, and they're going to be favored because of that.
Okay. All right. So what were you saying now?
So hopefully I explained it. But I also wanted to chat with you really quick, bring this up. Speaking of NFL, NBA, did you see the Shannon Sharp arguing with the Memphis Grizzlies the other day in LA?
How could I not?
Okay, he apologized today, but what are your thoughts on it? I want to get your take.
I mean, he's a celebrity. He got into it with a player that was on the court. I didn't see anything crazy about it. Like he apologized, and I think that's what he was supposed to do. But I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I thought it was completely horrendous.
Go ahead.
I have a different take.
Go for it.
So it's okay for Shannon Sharp. You have no problem with him being a damn spectator getting his ass up out of his chair to argue with the damn talent on the court. Like, nobody, the fans don't come to see you and watch you argue with the damn Grizzlies. They pay good money to watch a damn game. Who the hell are you to get your ass out of your chair to go argue with the opposing team? Nobody asked for that. Go sit your ass down until we can watch the damn game. What the hell are you doing?
So he ran down the story. He told Dylan he was too small to guard LeBron.
Right.
Dylan said, F you.
Right.
He said, F you too.
Okay. And then sit your ass
Right.
in the chair.
But then Shannon said, come here and say it to my face. It's just back and forth. And then all of a sudden, big ass Steve Adams walks over.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm starting to feel scared for Shannon.
That guy's here.
Anybody that Steve Adams steps to, I'm scared of. I'm scared for them. I don't care who it is. That dude is way too big. I don't know. But yeah, it's not like Shannon ran onto the court, man. Like
it's ridiculous. You don't argue with the damn team. And it's funny because what if that was like some Karen that going back and forth with Dylan Brooks?
Wait,
how are people
there's been
react to
multiple instances in the playoffs of Drake shouting back and forth with players. What's the matter with that? As long as Drake's not running on the court, getting into somebody's face.
He's not getting up fighting with the team, making himself bigger than the damn game that he's spectating. Sit your ass down. The fans don't watch the damn game. We got time for this.
He didn't do anything. He ain't do anything wrong. Yeah, people look like they was holding him back, but honestly, if somebody said, "Okay, Shannon, go at it," he's not running on the court fighting nobody.
He would have.
It was a little spectacle, but it was entertainment. That's all it was.
He would have beat Dylan. No, it's not. You
yes.
Know. No. If I'm going to the damn Hawk game, I want to watch the damn NBA players do their NBA thing. I don't want to see spectators, no Karens, no Sharon Sharp, like nobody arguing with the damn players.
You called them Sharon?
I want to be able to say "fuck you" to the opposing team, and like and be a fan and be obnoxious, eat my popcorn, and then go home. But I want to see the players play. I don't want the damn, fighting back, like arguing back and making Shannon Sharp making a big spectacle of it.
I said, did you call him Sharon Sharp?
Shannon Sharp.
Sharon, because he's a Karen.
No, I just.
Oh, I thought that's what
we can call him Sharon. Yeah, Sharon.
Oh man, being a Karen out there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he apologized.
Yeah, he apologized, and I think that's what he was supposed to do. But honestly, I've seen celebrities argue with players on the court, like Spike Lee talking to Scottie Pippen when he stepped over Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, that's playful. Spike Lee talking shit. Wasn't it Reggie
Huh?
Miller? That's all playful. Remember you talking shit to Reggie Miller, and then Reggie Miller went to choke things
He was talking shit to Scottie Pippen. That's what Spike Lee does.
Correct, but that's all fun.
And
he's not out there trying to fight Reggie Miller.
But you think Spike Lee's happy when he's doing this stuff?
Yeah, I think he's having fun.
He's mad as hell. Don't step over my center, bro.
He's not trying to fight these guys.
Cannon wasn't trying to fight nobody either. Just because
he's
big.
Funny. You were talking about the NBA. I haven't, as I tell everyone, I haven't really been watching the NBA. I'll get more into it once football is over.
Yeah. But
damn, the Nuggets are good again. And I've seen
they're usually good, actually. They're usually good.
But do you see these numbers by this Jokic?
No.
Who's the best player in the NBA right now? The best player. You starting a team. The Dwayne Argonauts or whatever. The Hartford Argonauts. And you have an expansion draft. Who's your first player you're taking?
Kevin Durant. No?
I mean, you can, yeah. He's always hurt. He's old now. He's breaking down. This is your expansion team. I mean, you wouldn't take
always hurt. No, he's not always hurt. He's hurt now.
He's hurt right now?
Yeah, he's not always hurt. He's barely hurt.
Getting up there, man. He breaks down. Yeah, he's not like LeBron, who's built like a tank, who doesn't really break down ever. Like, he's skinny. Like, he's starting his breakdown phase.
You might be right.
Like, LeBron's built like a freaking tank, dude. He's like 20 years in, and he plays like he's only been in the league 10 years. I mean, the guy's a freak of nature. But he puts a lot of work into his strength training and his stretching. And he's got muscle tone. Like, this is LeBron, right? No homo. Right. But, like Durant's like a stick still.
Yeah.
His Achilles pops. I mean, there's something to be skinny. Sure, most NBA players are skinny, but, like, you also probably need to, like, incorporate a little weight training in there to kind of help with your endurance and your recovery.
Yeah, it's got to be a combination of the two. Like, if you're too skinny, it's a problem. If you're too big, like how Zion was last year, it's a problem. You got to find a good mix of size and muscle and
I mean,
diet.
yeah, but LeBron's just a freak of nature, man. There's nothing
Yeah.
really like him.
Yeah.
So the Nuggets are the best team in the NBA, I'm seeing, or no? Or no, that's the Celtics. Could Jokic be a 3-time, 3-in-a-row MVP of the NBA? Do you see his numbers?
I don't. Tell me him.
So
and I know I'm hearing about Luka too, but tell me about him first.
Luka too, but this Jokic is putting up numbers, man. Like,
right.
Let's look at his basketball reference. He's played. So, my God,
You gonna share it or not?
I'm not. It's my iPad.
Okay, yes, iPad.
I'm on my iPad, but I'm on Basketball Reference. Dude, he's played 41 games. He's averaging 25.1 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 9.9 assists. He's basically out here averaging a triple-double right now. This is Jokic, Nikola Jokic.
It's pretty good.
I mean, it's damn good. Luka. What's Luka doing? Luka's at 33.6 a game, 8.9 rebounds, and 8.7 assists. Killing it.
Wait, you said 33 point what?
33.6. That's Luka.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Luka's up there.
Who's averaging a triple-double? Is Luka averaging a triple-double?
Jokic is averaging a triple-double.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, he's out here just destroying it. And then Giannis. Giannis would be the guy I would start my expansion team with, honestly. The guy's just an unstoppable.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Giannis.
Giannis out here dropping 31, 11.9 rebounds, but his assist was 5.3.
We don't need assists from him.
We don't need
what's his rebounds and what's his free throw percentage?
His free throws 65.3. This is Giannis, 65.3. He's shooting 52.4 from the floor.
What about three? Is he over 33% from three? From three?
No, 24.5.
Okay, yeah. I can't start anything with him.
Not well in today's NBA, but listen. You gotta understand. You know more than anybody, Dwayne. You've been watching NBA just as long as I have. The regular season doesn't mean anything. What matters in the NBA is the 7-game series, the playoffs. Right. Because as you know, the first game you come out, and then it's an adjustment game. It's an adjustment game. Mm-hmm. A 7-game series is where the cream always rises to the top. That's why you rarely see a young team win the NBA Finals. It's not a real. That's why when I look at like the Grizzlies and I like their team, I just can't see them getting through the wars of a 7-game series to the playoffs, getting to the finals, and then playing a team like the Celtics. Adjusting every game being different, the adjustments, the change, like one-off games, you can score all these points, but when you're like Ja and you're going to, and you're trying to fly through the air and you're getting knocked down in the playoffs and the whistles aren't as much, it's gonna be hard to get through that. But I'll get to the NBA once football is over. I've been watching the Hawks here and there, obviously, because I live here, so I kind of follow the Hawks. They've been a bit of a disappointment. I
mean, we didn't expect much from them. So
I expected a lot from them, actually.
A lot?
When they got DeJounte, and they have Trae Young. I mean, that's a great backcourt. They've been injured. They haven't been bad. They've been injured.
Yeah, they've been okay though. Like
they're 24 and 23. They're okay. I mean, they're in the 8th right now in the East. But the problem is that, Dwayne, it's not like they're trash. It's just that they've had a lot of injuries. And then obviously Trae doesn't like coaches. He got Lloyd Pierce fired. He's trying to get Nate McMillan fired. He's a coach killer. But other than that, they're gonna try to see what they can do.
Yeah. Well, Miami Heat, my Miami Heat is climbing up the rankings, so that's all I really care about on our way to the championship. So.
Yeah, sure.
What
was the team? Didn't D Wade play for the Cavs for like a hot second?
For a hot, I was so happy, my dude. I was so happy. I was like LeBron and D Wade back together again, my dude. That junk.
In Cleveland.
Yes. Oh, shout out My boy Rayan, straight up from the Eagle House.
What up?
Woo! Eagle House.
Is that Eagles house
stand
like
up.
Philadelphia Eagles, or is that like something else?
That's something
What's that hood
else.
talk?
That's something else. That's
okay. Yeah, that's the
another-
birds flying.
that's that's another place. That's another
Okay.
place.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just saying, yeah. What's going on, Rayon?
Shout out. But yeah, man. Yeah, Miami gonna do it though. But all right, so I want to get into
Yeah.
actually what I want to end with. What do you want to do? You want to do the Monterey Park? Did you read up on the Monterey Park yet?
Monterey Park.
More than me, so
why don't you tell the Monterey Park? Why don't you tell the audience what you're talking about?
Oh, and you're gonna look for it for me?
Oh, the shooter.
Yes. So I guess it was the Lunar New Year, and the shooter decides to go and kill a bunch of people. And the thing that really caught me by surprise was this guy's age. So the shooter was, at the end of the day, apprehended, or not apprehended, but taken down by a civilian. The civilian took him down, took his weapon, and I guess the dude got away. And let me see if I can find some video of that. I know that was on surveillance. But how old do you think this guy was that was the shooter? If you had to guess.
These kids are young, man. These are disgruntled men that like
You're right.
need girlfriends and don't have friends and like don't have lives and like
Exactly what I'm thinking. So how old do you think
he probably was 18. I'm looking at the article now. I didn't realize that he got stopped initially.
Yeah. But he's a little older than 18 though. So how old do you think? Keep guessing.
I'm looking at oh wow, he got disarmed. There's a video.
Yeah, but I don't want you to find the age. I want you to guess the age.
All right, so the guy who disarmed him was 26. This guy, the shooter, 30 years old.
A little older.
He took wow. Wait, would you be that guy to take the gun from the shooter?
It depends.
Depends. Oh, this guy's
everything will have to be right. I'm not like running out there like, oh, he's got a gun. Let me stop him. Everything got to be.
Oh
the
my
stars
God!
got to be aligned.
Okay, I was looking at the guy who took the gun. This guy's an old fucking guy. Okay, so that throws all the theories out the window. This shooter.
All right. So how old do you think he is?
I know. I'm looking at his age. I'm not gonna guess.
Oh, you're looking at his age, so you might as well say it because I didn't want you to.
72 years old.
72. 72,
wow.
Man. That's.
Here's what we know. He's 72. He's from Riverside County. He was a regular at the Star Ballroom where the shooting occurred. This guy throws all of the quote-unquote stereotypes out the window.
Yeah.
You know, you got...
He does. He throws the stereotypes out the window, and he's 72.
And he's 72.
Like, I can't imagine being 72 and not just getting knocked down by a 36-year-old that tries to tackle me. It was actually a struggle. I'm trying to find this video.
It was a struggle. I'm looking at, yeah. But he fought back, and he's up there just shooting. God, dude, why would you want to do that?
Crazy.
At 72 years old. Oh, somebody's got to pay the Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ready?
Did we pay that? We send that check off like I told you to.
I've never used what is this? NBCnews.com? I've never.
Damn,
Let me reload this.
72 years old.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see.
Man, he really fighting.
You see it?
At that point, though, if you're the civilian and you do something like that, you're fighting for your life. You can't lose that fight.
That dude punched him in his face. Yo, this 72-year-old dude, bro, punched that young dude in his face.
But he had the gun. The young dude had the gun in his hand, though. I said, I bet you won't punch me again.
Tuh. Let me see. The man seen with the gunman is Brandon Say. This happened at a second location. So this was the second location after the gunman opened fire.
Well, jeez, dude.
Let me see. No one was hurt. Also, no one was hurt. He saved lives. All right, so bang, look, you see it?
Yeah.
72 years old. What is this dude? What's his diet? What is he doing? I know that shouldn't be the first thing I'm thinking about, but 72.
Boom. Yeah, he stole one right there, right after he took one.
And he's like about to get the gun back. Yo,
No,
look, he got his back turned. He's getting
stole.
Yo, at least he got the gun. But that young dude is not. Just grind at least. All right, look. Are you gonna aim the gun at him? All right. No, you're not going. What are you doing, my dude? No, you know what?
You can't see this thing. If you're gonna be that hero, the one thing you can't do is let the gunman get the gun back.
Yeah. But look, throw him. He's 72. Throw him against the wall, and then aim that junk at his chest.
If it's 26-year-old me and I take a gun from a 72-year-old gunman, I'm beating the hell out of him with the butt of that gun. I tell you that.
Okay. So you're not shooting him?
No, I'm not gonna shoot him.
Yeah, you're not gonna shoot him because he almost dead already.
Because there's something to be said about that, and I don't know if you saw. Did you see? The man who shoots the patron robber. Remember there was this shooting, I think it was in Texas. This is earlier this month, right? All right, so anyway, we'll come to that. But on this thing, no, I'm 26-year-old me and the guy's 72, and I took the gun from him and he stole one, tried to hit me with those 72-year-old fists. Yeah. That probably don't hurt. I'm probably just kicking him down to the ground and kicking him a couple of times until the police get there.
Right.
And I'm not gonna shoot him.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, there was a guy in Houston that shot a robber and you gotta look this one up too. It was in Houston. It was January 9th, earlier this month. And the guy was sitting there he was sitting at a table just eating, right? Everybody's sitting. The guy's walking around with walking around robbing everybody. He's waving the gun, walking around, making his rounds throughout the restaurant.
Yeah, but where was it? Where was it? Houston, where? Texas
Taqueria customer, Taqueri, a customer shoots mass robber. And there's very graphic video out there, and I have no problem with.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Say Texas man shoots robber. It just happened this month.
Yeah, I see a video.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Hold on. Is it going to show the? It's not going to show the shooting. All right.
It's not going to show the shooting.
Let me share it.
But you can find it if you look for it. You can on Twitter or something. You can find the full video if you want to.
I found it.
A man loses life, but this was another thing too.
I don't.
You talk about the vigilante. He shot the guy. He shot him. He was down on the ground. So he shot him a couple of times. Bow, bow, bow. Right, shot which was justified in my opinion because the guy had the gun. He was waving the gun around and he was robbing people. So he gets up from his seat, fires his weapon into the guy while his back was turned, and I'm still fine with that too. But after the guy's on the ground, he shot him multiple more times, finished him off. It was overkill. And but I don't think the police are still gonna charge him.
Finished him off.
You gotta watch the show. It's so bad. Like he was down, Dwayne, and then he went in.
Yeah.
He walked around and he walked back and then put a couple more into the guy when he was already down on the ground. Just he shot 9 times in total. The first 6 times, bang, 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 bang. He's on the ground. He comes back, shoots him 3 more times. And here's the thing. You can't, as the police, can you charge this guy for murder considering he was almost hailed as a hero at first because the guy was robbing people. He was waving a gun around, putting other people's lives at risk. So you step up with the gun, but it was almost too far. And so I only bring this up because we're watching the video that you showed where the guy showed restraint, right? He took the gun recognized that the guy wasn't much of a threat without his gun. He's a 17-year-old man, and I think that guy showed he's probably more of a hero because he showed like more restraint maybe in the situation. This shooting is crazy, and I don't know that he's gonna be charged, even though there's a lot of people that have come out and said they need to maybe charge, and there's some activists that protested because it was a bit of an overkill.
And let me play the news report and let's see what's going on here.
India has a history of violent crime. In the city, in jail for his role in a robbery where a business owner was killed.
And all new tonight, that victim's family coming forward, praising the customer's actions just hours after his first face-to-face meeting with police. ABC 13's Jessica Willey live with the latest tonight. Jessica.
Yeah, Eric, powerful reaction from the warrant. A shot in the back after police alarm during a robbery. Well, fast forward years, sons have seen that dramatic video and praised the armed customer who intervened. For 30 seconds last Thursday night, diners and employees ducked for cover and gave up their cash to a masked man with what appeared to be a gun. As he headed for the door, an armed customer took out his gun and fired 8 shots, killing the man now identified as Eric Eugene Washington, a 30-year-old with a violent criminal history. According to court records, Washington was out of jail for a misdemeanor domestic assault charge while on parole for an aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Court records showed 10 years before Washington walked into the he was with 2 other men robbing this Boost Mobile store. It was February of 2013. Hamid Warch, a father of 3 sons, was the
after he shot him 6 times, he gets off his chair and he shoots him, and the guy's laying on the ground by the
Washington was convicted on the lesser robbery charge. Tonight, Warch's son saying, quote, Eric was an evil criminal that took joy harassing and robbing innocent families. Washington was paroled in 2021, records show, after serving about 6 years on a 15-year sentence. Police say the gun he had in this robbery turned out to be a plastic pistol.
I know the use of a gun that turns out not to be, a real firearm. That really doesn't make a difference because it was being used as a real firearm.
Shooter who left the restaurant and only today spoke with detectives said in a statement to ABC 13, taking a human life is something he does not take lightly and will burden him for the rest of his life. He wishes to remain anonymous. A grand jury will decide if what he did was criminal. Warch's 2 sons have made their decisions. Quote, the individual at the taqueria is a true hero. And if the guy who stopped Eric was around 10 years ago, maybe I'd still have my dad. Jessica Willey, ABC 13, Eyewitness.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
You there? Should that guy be charged?
All right. No, I don't think so. If you're a civilian and you're somebody that's not used to shooting people or shooting a firearm, and something like this happens where your life is in danger, somebody's holding a potentially dangerous firearm on you, and you get the drop on them, you're probably not thinking, hey, let me shoot him in the leg.
No, you can't.
And then wait until authorities come.
Yeah.
And then also, if you've never been in a situation like that before, you might just be scared out of your mind and you're just making sure that this guy is down so he doesn't shoot anymore.
Yeah. But he was down,
that's
though.
the way to look at it.
He was down. It was almost a little overkill. I don't know legally that he'll be charged. I don't mind the first few shots, but like there's another video out there. I mean, he basically went back and basically finished that dude off.
So he was down. He checked on everybody. You guys all right? All right. And then went back to the guy and looked at him,
and
spit on him, and then.
Nah, he didn't do all that. But
he didn't spit on him. What did he spit on him? Would that change the?
Spitting on him? No, because look. You don't get to put my life in danger.
It was a plastic gun, though.
I don't know that.
But they found out.
Okay, so I'm watching the video now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys down. Okay, I got.
Yo,
it's bad.
I'm not watching that.
It's bad. No, because I'm watching that. You
energy.
can find it on Twitter. If you want to see it, but he basically he shoots him from his chair. The guy's down. He walks over.
Down.
He's down. He walks over, still shooting, and then kind of goes with one of these, like.
No, see.
It's bad. Like put the one arm.
Well, the back.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
So the first few shots would have been good because the guy was down. The guy wasn't moving after those shots.
He was done. So I'm gonna count it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 9. Oh my god. There was 8 shot of a 9 shot while he's standing over him.
A 9th shot.
One last kill shot. The 9th shot was just out of nowhere, just for no reason.
I mean,
standing over him, just bang right in the head one last time, dude. While he's already down.
Yeah.
That part is a little.
There shouldn't be anything wrong with that.
Legally, okay. Legally, I will say that legally, I think that there probably won't be any charges. The victims are already out here saying this guy's a hero. You would never get a jury to convict this guy just from his peers because the people are pretty fed up with crime,
right?
In America in general,
right? Legally, that's the only way you can look at it.
But dude, he
was already down. You shot him 8 times.
Shot him 9 times. The 9th shot was
the 9th shot was. So we shot him 8 times. He was down, right?
Just kept load, unload. He just banged.
Yeah.
They shot him 6 times when he stood up, which is completely fine.
Right.
Shot him more times as he's walking towards the body.
Right.
Dropped something, picked it up, and then for his trouble, hit him with another shot one last time.
Yeah, he was dead already.
Down in the lead. He
was dead already.
Yeah, I mean, what's the value? Listen, I get it, I guess I gotta be in a situation and put my kids in danger, my wife in danger. I don't know what, and if I got it on me, right? If I have the opportunity to protect my family and subdue somebody, I will take that opportunity.
Right.
But what's the line? I guess what is subduing somebody and executing somebody? I think that's kind of the line.
I mean, I would never do anything like that. I would do exactly. Hold on before this computer died. Make sure it's plugged in. Oh, I just plugged light out. Great. Hold on. Let me see if I make it. Just plug the ring light out.
Yeah.
So you see it's nice and dark over here. And did I make it? That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do just what I need to do to make sure everybody's safe. And if he dies in the process, then he dies.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying I'm gonna kill you. I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna shoot at you if I have a gun.
I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, I mean, but you're not a gun guy, right?
I'm not a gun guy. No, I'm gonna have a staff. You ever watch Walking Dead?
Yes.
So the guy with the staff, what's his name? The black guy.
King? The King?
Is he a king? He's not a king.
I think that's his name, right? I haven't watched Walking Dead in years.
Yeah, but it's a black guy. It's a black guy with a stick. He doesn't believe in killing people. He doesn't believe in killing. Oh, King Ezekiel.
He doesn't kill?
How did I not know that? No, he doesn't.
King Ezekiel.
That's why he uses the staff.
He don't kill the walkers either.
I forget why he uses the staff. I'm pretty sure he got to kill the walkers to stop them, but I don't
You
know.
got to kill the walkers. You can't like save
I
the
don't remember.
walkers.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what Herschel tried to do when Shane had to show him that you can't save the walkers. They're not
Yeah,
family. They're dead.
Yeah.
Shane had to like let him see, like he was loading them up, and like they're not alive, dude. Speaking
Yeah,
of
I
zombies,
think at first he wasn't killing them. Something like that. He wasn't killing them at first. He had this
You
stick.
gotta
He was
know.
like, I don't kill people no more. I think he killed somebody because they killed his. I forget his backstory, but he had this stick. That would be me.
That's all you got? Dude,
Yeah, I'd have a
got
stick.
you.
Yeah.
Got you. Speaking of zombies, are you watching The Last of Us?
No, I want to. I saw the trailer.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet either. I'm still entrenched in football. It was football last night, but I got HBO Max. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna catch up. I might make the wife
Okay.
sit through it as well.
All right.
I might make
that
the
looks
wife sit through
interesting.
it.
Have you ever watched the video game? Not watched the video game, but have you ever played that video game?
So I played video games. I'm waiting for Dead Space remake to come out. I'm an old ass kid. And that's coming out the 27th. I'm be playing that on Xbox. Hit me up. I do have a PlayStation 4. I played The Last of Us like the first half hour. I never finished it. I played like the first hour of the game. You know, but I never got really into it like that. I almost want to go back and play it now that if I watch the show.
Right.
I gotta go back. But I got the PlayStation 4 PS Pro. The boys got the PS5. But that's
all right.
it. So if you got to play part 2, that's on PS5 only. I will say I am waiting for Spider-Man to come out. That's probably September, and then I'll be stealing his PlayStation 5 to play Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looks so tough, bro. That's my favorite superhero of all time. Shout out
The
to
game
Spider-Man.
was amazing. The Spider-Man game was the reason why I bought the PlayStation 4. We can get into video game wars now if you like, but I've always been an Xbox guy.
Yeah.
I think we had PlayStation 2 in college. That's how we go back. But once the Xbox came out, the original Xbox, I had the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I got the Xbox XS. I've always just been an Xbox dude. But when the Spider-Man came out, about 5 years ago, I ended up buying the PS4 Pro like bundle just to play that Spider-Man game. Then I played like Uncharted. It was a really good game too. Some of those exclusive. I still haven't played God of War. Not really got into that. I haven't fired up the PlayStation 4 in a while. But if that Spider-Man comes out for PS4, I might get that and play it.
God of
Part
War
2.
always looked amazing to me. I think I played that one time. But God of War, yeah, I played that one time, like once ever, and it just looks so great.
You still play games like that or not really? You don't really have a lot of time for it.
There's no time for that.
Yeah.
There's no time for that. I'm over here working 2 jobs, doing podcasts. There's no time. No time. But yeah, man. So to wrap this show up,
wrap it up.
I want to really quickly talk about artificial intelligence art. This thing is taking over the world. Everybody might as well just accept it. AI is the future. And I want to show everybody my first ever artwork from artificial intelligence. Now, the way artificial intelligence art works is there's a platform that you use, and there's a prompt that you give it. Once it takes the prompt, it creates an image from the prompt. So you can be as creative as you want. So the platform that I used was called Midjourney. And basically, I typed in the prompt that I wanted an African-American woman with dreadlocks, an African-American male vampire without dreadlocks, because every time I put an African-American vampire with a short haircut, he came out with dreadlocks for some reason. So
look like Vampire in Brooklyn.
Right. So I put no dreadlocks, and then I put a moon in the background.
Okay.
And this is the picture that it came out with. Now, when I saw this picture, I'm like, this is crazy. This is literally like ridiculous. Let me show you guys. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That is the picture that it came up with. And all I did was type in African American. I put beautiful African American woman with dreadlocks, African American male vampire without dreadlocks, and a beard. I put in a beard, and make sure there's a moon in the background.
What makes this art though? This looks like an NFT to me.
Anything could be an NFT, but it's art because it was created with your vision.
Yeah, but is this
And
was
that
this
could be
really
anything.
was this really created? Define created.
So it's just like, so I was just having a conversation over text. I was having a conversation with my brother. And oh wait, hold on 1 second. You think AI is good for the future gen?
No.
So I think that there's some pros and some cons to it. Just like with all technology, you know what I'm saying, there's a convenient side to it, but then there's also a side of people get lazy, just like the microwave. People want this quick food. They want their food heated up real quick, 1 minute, 2 minutes. And that's good. You can get your food nice and hot in 1 minute, 2 minutes. But in return, the microwave is destroying all of the food's nutrients, attacking it with radiation. God knows what the effects are going to be from people using microwaves over and over and over.
Humans have been eating microwave food
Just
for like 100
warming
years.
something up in the
Humans have been eating microwave food for 100 years.
Yeah, I would say around the 50s, maybe the 50s. And if you look at the correlation with cancer, it probably started rising around that time too. So I would say the
But we
best
have
way to
to, we
warm
have
up your
to
food.
research that. We don't want to put misinformation out in the airways here.
I said maybe, yeah.
Oh,
Everybody should do their own research.
Yeah, all
But
right.
I'm just saying.
But
So
define art. What makes but
correlation
wait,
to think about.
don't forget my original question. What define art? What makes something art?
And art is so that's what I was saying. I was talking to my brother who's an artist,
Yeah.
and I asked him about what does he think about AI art. And he says, you know, I'm not messing with it. It would be good as like inspiration, but he's not doing it because he believes that artists should do their own art. And it seems like people are just typing any old thing and then coming up with art and then saying, "Oh, I did this." No, you didn't. The computer did.
I always liked your brother. But guys, he's a very smart man.
He says, you know what I'm saying? The computer did that. You didn't do that.
Correct. There's no inspiration. There's no like brushstrokes. There's no like effort. What makes art? The human condition, the human experience, the having an inspiration, to have something fire up in your brain, your synapse, and it comes in a dream or a vision, and then you take that vision and you channel that vision through your brain, through your body, to your fingertips, and then you see that vision come to life, like through human ingenuity and through human effort and through like that is art. This is just an NFT created by a computer program.
So I would argue that art could come in any form. Remember when people used to just cut out pictures out of the magazine, paste a whole bunch of different pictures on like a board, and then voila, this art, and it's worth like $2 million?
That was nobody sold no damn paper mache like art for like $2 million.
They've done crazy stuff like that before. And you can't say it's not art because somebody came up with it in their mind and put it together in a way that they only could and presented it to the world. Now with AI art, granted, this right here is a beautiful piece of art, but there wasn't much specificity to it. I said a beautiful African American woman with dreadlocks. I said an African American man vampire. I mean, you can't tell it's a vampire, but I guess you could guess.
Yeah, I don't see the vampire. I don't know what we're looking at.
And
look like he's wearing her chain too, by the way. Like he's wearing her necklace. Like, dude, get that back. What are you doing?
You said a heart necklace?
He's
And some
he's wearing
earrings?
he's wearing her necklace. Like,
Oh.
dude, what are you doing? Give it back. Stop
No,
that.
no.
Stop that. This
But
isn't
what
art.
I
This isn't art, Dwayne. This is
so I would disagree along with lots of people and say that this is just another medium of art. And I believe that the quality of this art is going to be noticed when you see people really getting specific with the prompts that they give the computer. So for me, like I said, I gave general prompts and this is what it spit out. But you can really get specific with the prompts as far as like the eye color, the eye size, the lip size, the color. Only
And
thing
no
is
hum-
you're not doing the
no
brush
human
stroke
effort.
with your
Yeah,
own hand.
no human effort. No human brush
It's
strokes.
not. No. I would
That's-
disagree.
That's
I would disagree.
It's a computer generated, like it could be a video game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Agree
what
to
we're living
disagree,
in anyway.
agree to disagree, big homie. I just think it's a nice NFT. You know, NFTs have crashed just like crypto, so it's probably
Wow.
get like $2 for this.
Wow. So what do you think about
Maybe
the future
5.
of AI art? The future of AI art. What do you say?
I think it's a good, nice little program for people to play with and have a little fun with. But as far as it being something that is going to be in people's, like, you might even be
Right.
able to sell it at like Walmart if people want to have like decorative pieces for their homes. That's cheap.
Yeah, but I mean the future of AI art in general, not me doing AI art to sell. I mean, in general.
I don't see much of a future. Honestly.
Really? I'm so
Because,
glad
again,
that these episodes are
What
recorded.
define art, Dwayne? Again, art
so
is something
glad.
like artistry from the human. That's how I define art. Honestly, artistry. It comes from human ingenuity, human effort, human inspiration, whatever you want to call it, that creates something, from the heart, from the mind, that's got soul, got feeling. You look at a nice painting that somebody really put the full heart and their effort into. That translates into the painting. That can speak to you. Their effort, their heart, their soul, their meaning. Like, it meant something. This is what it means. Like, this is a computer program that spit out this little split. Like, there it is. Art.
Right. So
right off the conveyor belt.
Question, and then I'll let you go. Quick question.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a great artist.
Great artist, yeah.
Senor John Richardson from Paris. Okay.
Boom, done, bang.
And he's in a horrific accident.
Yeah.
Horrific accident. Loses his arms.
Yeah.
Loses his legs.
Yeah.
All he can do is use his mind
and his mouth.
In his mouth, right?
Yeah.
And he finds AI art. This is the outlet that he can use to do the art that he used to do. What do you say to that?
I think that's good if that's something that helps him sort of like pass the day and like.
Oh, wow. So the things that he creates using AI art, even though he's a great artist, wouldn't be considered art anymore because he lost his arms and his legs.
Because it's from the computer.
He's no longer an artist. He's no longer an artist.
No, it's a computer program. He's having fun with it, trying to pass the time.
Trying to pass the time.
Yeah, he's just spitting in stuff to the algorithm. Hey, I want a beautiful black lady, and I want her to have pigtails, and I want her to have a Steelers logo on her ass. Like, no,
but you can be specific.
Huh?
You can be specific. I just told you. I put in black. Give me a black girl. Give me a black guy. Put a moon in the background, and that's what it spit out.
Yeah.
If you really want to do intricate art, like the art that you really, if you type in AI art, the most beautiful pieces of art that look like wow, like amazing. Those people really put time into the prompts that they use. As far as the lighting, you give it.
But what does the market say? That's the big thing too. What does the market say? Is there a market? People paying $1,000 a piece for some AI art to put into the new library or something like that at a house?
I don't know.
Probably
I don't know.
Probably
it's gotta come from the mind. And it's gotta be unique. It's all about what people are willing to put value towards. So
correct.
If everybody says yes, AI art is worth $1,000 or $1 million, that's what it's gonna be worth.
All right, we'll mark this down. Monday, January 23rd. I say
yes.
I say basically making NFTs. You say it's real art.
Yeah, I say
We'll
it's
check
real
back.
art, and that it's got
We'll
a
check
bright
back in about
future.
6 months to a year and see kind of if this takes off or not. And I'll
Yeah,
be right
we'll
as
come back.
always.
We'll come back.
I'll be right.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
All right, brother.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate all the viewers that joined in. Appreciate all of the interactions. If you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Chess Moves Podcast on Instagram. You can also find me on Twitter. I'm John Isaac 55 on Twitter if you want to interact there as well. Appreciate everyone. Happy Monday. Stay warm up there, Dwayne. Try not to slip in the ice and the snow.
Yeah, I think I'm warm enough. I can take my jacket off, get some food, go to sleep.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm about to go
I'm
enjoy
done-
this
I'm
meal
done
too.
probably.
It's Meatless Monday up in the crib, so the wife is over there cooking up something healthy for me. So
Oh, really? Meatless boy, what you eating real quick?
I gotta go find out. She's cooking up
Oh.
something else. I'll let you know next week. I gotta see what she's
Oh,
doing.
definitely. Sounds
Might
delicious.
be an orzo meal, something like that. She does miracles with orzo, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Orzos,
Shouts out.
yeah, definitely.
Shouts out.
All right, good brother. I'll talk with
All
you.
right, man. Talk to you.
Peace, everyone.
Peace.